Welcome back to the DFS Sweatshop. I'm your host, your DFS Jerusalem, coming to you live from the list. You got 150 entries, and then you're a shark, and I don't fuck with you. So there's too much good shit on here. This is the often imitated, never duplicated. I'm here with my lovely co-host. Thank y'all. Stay safe. Enjoy. I may have been calling in to work. You're gonna be in the running for the Snowflake of the year. Get your shit together with your Snowflake. I'm at the crib, man, and I'm just finishing up. Stop. Throw them bitches in the main. I'm telling you. You're gonna see the results, bro. You're gonna see it. This is what's really gonna help you out. You know how I feel about the home dogs. There's a lot of fight in the home dogs, and I really think a lot of shit to go over tonight. Who that scored all them points over there? Player of the night.
Get him in your lineups. Get him in there, and let's go get this money.
Thursday, let's go, and remember, in the sweatshop, we always keep it 300. Yo, what is going on? What's happening? This is your homie, the DFS Jerusalem, and you can follow me, of course, on Twitter at DFS Jerusalem. Today, we're going to be talking a little bit about what happened yesterday. I had a pretty decent 5-game slate, and if everything's continued the way it's going, the last 55 seconds of the Minnesota and Golden State game, I should be pretty good to cash and do pretty well for the night. No big money, but profit nonetheless good. Caspi, bro. Caspi's killing it. Caspi, Baines was nice. A lot of Whiteside was good. Dragic was all over him. The one place that I misstepped was Kyrie. I misstepped with Kyrie because I mean I had so much exposure because you could pretty much get whoever you wanted on today's slate. So, but it's all good. Let's go ahead, jump into it. We're gonna go with our regular format of the show where normally I would talk about our feature 4 players of the night, followed by the core 4 review. But as you already know, did not drop a core for the day. Went inside the shop one-on-one and chopped up with the guys. And what we talked about mostly was what stacks and what offenses did we want to target and how we really wanted to get those things together. So my wife is naked. Why are you doing this? Like, why do you do this? Why do you do this? She just comes in naked. Anyway, so all right, so and then the baby follows behind it. All right, so let's go ahead, man. We're gonna of course, like I said, we're gonna recap tonight's action, see what happened, hits and misses, talk about the feature 4 players. Also, we're gonna be jumping into what would equate as a core 4 review, kind of like checks and balances, holding myself to the same standard, and just going over the guys that I talked about that some did well, some didn't, and we're gonna do that as we roll through the recap. So let's go ahead, man. Let's go ahead and jump into the feature 4 players tonight. These are the 4 most talked about, tweeted about guys in the DFS Sweatshop, in the Facebook VIP, and as well as on Twitter. First guy we're gonna talk about is the Who Dat, scoring all them points over there, player of the night. And that has to go to the homie Elfrid Payton, man. It can go to nobody else but Elfrid Payton at 1.3% ownership and the largest GPP that we could find on DraftKings. 6.3 salary, 11 points, 11 assists, 6 boards, a couple steals, couple blocks, only 2 turnovers, 29 minutes of action here. Yo, we've seen Elf go off, bro. And there was a time last year where we had to just take Elf down from the shelf and get him in as many lines as we could. And I think that with the emergence of some of the other pieces, you look at Aaron Gordon stepping up in the next year as this year as a more welcome finisher, a guy who can finish the Elfrid Payton passes. You look at him, yes, that does improve Elfrid Payton. You look at, of course, Vucevic, who eats off of Elfrid Payton, that improves him. You look at Jonathan Simmons and guys coming off the bench kind of nipping on Elf's heels for minutes. And I think this is going to be a really solid run that we're going to see from him. And I don't think this is the last time I think this is probably going to be the last time we see him as the Who Dat player. But this is not the last time we're gonna see him in the feature for. And the homies Nikita says an Orlando stack would have been nice. Well, that's exactly what we talked about in the Sweatshop today, man. Stack Orlando, stack Boston was what we talked about. If you had gone anywhere outside of playing Boston, anywhere besides Kyrie, you were gold. So we talked about stacking Miami. We talked about stacking Orlando. We talked about stacking Boston. And that's kind of what got me to the cash line tonight. So let's go ahead and move on to the next player. This is going to be the how did I miss that play tonight? And it's got to go to THJ, man. Tim Hardaway Jr. for me is tonight's how did I miss that play. I had absolutely zero Tim Hardaway Jr. as a Knicks fan. Shame on me. I should have gotten a piece of him somewhere. I've just seen him play so erratic. And, of course, the usage goes up. When you take KP off of the court, the usage goes up. I just hate Jeff Hornacek. And that's what makes it so hard for me to play anybody from the Knicks with any, like, certainty. It's so hard. And you look at Tim Hardaway Jr. for me in a spot like this where, yeah, you know he's going to be chucking it. Him getting shots was not him getting shots was not the question for me. Him making the shots was the question to me. And I didn't play enough lineups, I felt. I only rolled out 4 lineups on DraftKings and 2 lineups on FanDuel. So I didn't have enough lineups for me to get a lot of any exposure to Tim Hardaway Jr. And that's my bad because I missed on that one. So he went out and in 38 minutes, 26 points, 11 boards, 1 assist, hit 1 3-point shot, and got a steal. So, Mo, no Kristaps equals fire up TSJ. Yeah, when he's shooting well, but if he's not shooting well, then he goes 2 for 20 from the field, and then I'm looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt there were some other guys at similar price points that I liked. Like I had Klay Thompson, where I would have had Tim Hardaway Jr. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you played him, it was a great play. He came in at really low ownership on a 5-game slate. He was 15% owned in some spots, so that was good. That was decent. Next guy we got is gonna be the heat check play tonight. This doesn't go always to the guy that scores the most points, man. This goes to the guys that goes out and fucking balls. And I'm talking about Goran Dragic. And I've been waiting so long for this, man. 1 more rebound, bro, and Dragic would have had the nice double-double. 29 points in 38 minutes, 9 boards, 4 assists, knocked down a 3-point shot. No defensive stats, no steals or no blocks, which is what you really like to see from him. But he only turned the ball over once and has a really solid game. 126 points today for the Miami Heat. So what does that tell you? Does that tell you the Heat are awesome? Or does that tell you anybody can score points? Even a pace-down team can score a ton of points against the Phoenix Suns. That's what it tells you. That is what it tells you. So I had a lot of Goran Dragic, man. I really liked him a lot. I've been liking him, off and on throughout the entire season. But today is a day where he paid it. He owed me some money, and I got paid today. Nice. Thank you so much for that, Goran Dragic. And the next guy we're gonna talk about is always that one motherfucker that ruins the lineups. We gotta talk about. And this motherfucker right here, bam. This guy goes out and just starts hacking everybody. I'm talking about the jump. He fouled the guy on the jump ball. I think. I'm talking. The game was like 11 minutes and 58 seconds left in the first quarter, and he had 2 fouls. Like this dude went out and fucking hacked everybody. It was bad. Alex Lynn, man, you're a motherfucking snowflake with your old snowflake ass. How the fuck did you go out at 4.8K and hack 2 people in the first 6 seconds of the game and end up sitting down on the fucking bench? That is horrible. Only played 19 minutes, 6 points, 3 boards, and he got most of that in the second half. The dude sat down on the bench with 2 fouls and negative 1.5 points. What a horrible player today. Alex Len, you are a motherfucking snowflake with your snowflake ass. You were a trap. You were in a smash spot. Tyson Chandler, who was not very good either, he was out, so it was yours. Like, this was your spot, and you fucked it up. Like, you fucked it up. You really did, and for that, you a motherfucking snowflake, and I'm not going to roster your bitch ass again. Now, furthermore, there's another motherfucker tonight who I want to issue some snowflake status to as well, and I'm check it out. Check him out. Enes Kanter. Enes Kanter plays 20 minutes, okay? Snowflake. Guillermo Hernan-Gomez plays 8 minutes. Enes Kanter is doing fairly well in the first half. 10 points, 6 boards, getting it in. Only played 20 minutes. He's doing well. Turned it over a couple of times. Only had 2 fouls. Wasn't in foul trouble. Wasn't injured. Nothing was wrong with him. Nothing. It was cool. 16.5 points. Hey, that's good. First half. Well, the motherfucker never saw the court again. And this motherfucker, Guillermo Hernan Gomez, comes in and plays 8 minutes, 8 points, 3 boards. So we just stopped seeing Cantor. And Cantor, if you don't know, has been getting all the minutes. So with Porzingis out, the average motherfucker with half a brain is thinking, oh, Enes Cantor is about to eat. If he don't eat points, he's going to eat minutes. He's going to be out there, right? He wasn't. So you could have gave that man that punk ass 8 minutes that you gave to Hernan Gomez, and Enes Cantor would have made value. So what that means is you, Jeff Hornacek. No, it's not about Mr. Cantor. I'm sorry, Mr. Cantor. It's not about you. Guillermo, this is not about you, sir. Move along. This is not about you. You guys are you're not self-imposed snowflakes. Your snowflake status was given to you by none other than Mr. King, Coach Snowflake himself, Jeff Hornacek. You a motherfucking snowflake with your snowflake ass. And as long as you continue to coach the Knicks in this horrible manner, it is going to be so hard for us to play guys with any confidence. Horrible. Horrible. You robbed Cantor from the double-double. You made him look bad at 6.2. You're a motherfucking snowflake-ass coach. Let's get on with the rest of the motherfucking show. Bum-ass coach-ass. Bum. Hate Jeff Hornacek. Let's go ahead, take a look back at last night's action. There was only 5 games on the slate. We're going to roll through those as quickly as possible and look forward to a 5-game slate that we do have coming up tonight. First game we're going to talk about, the Indiana Pacers going to Detroit to take on the Pistons here. We're going to start with the Indiana squad, man. I was a little bit reluctant to play Thad Young, but in 35 minutes, second on the team there, he had 16 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal while shooting 43% from the field. Pretty solid there. Miles Turner, only 8 points and 6 rebounds to go with 1 assist and 2 steals. Also blocked the shot. Wasn't a great game from him. Vic Oladipo led the team in scoring with 21 points, 3 boards, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. And I got to give a special shout out to one of the homies in the Sweatshop that suggested we take a look at Al Jefferson. In 22 minutes, he had 19 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists to go with 2 steals. Very solid play there from him. And he only hit 19 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Sorry, two assists. Also had a steal. Pretty solid game there. Corey Joseph, 11 and 3 boards to go with 6 assists off of the bench. And Bojan Bogdanovic, his hot shooting came to a screeching halt, going 4 for 10 from the field, 12 points, 7 boards, while shooting 40%. Not a great game there from him. On the other side, the Detroit Pistons, pretty slow start we saw from Avery Bradley, but he kind of got right. In 28 minutes, he had 14 points, 3 boards, 1 steal, and 1 block. So he didn't kill you, but he shot 36% from the field. We need better than that, Avery. Tobias Harris, his usual self, leading the team in scoring, 23 points, 8 boards, 1 assist, 1 steal, while shooting 42% from the field. And Andre Drummond, a big double-double there. Big double-double. Nice 14 points, 21 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, while shooting 77% from the field. This dude missed all 7 free throws. That could have really helped this game out a lot. He missed all 7 free throws. Grady Jackson, 18 and 3 to go with 6 assists, while shooting 60% from the field. And off of the bench, Langston Galloway had 12, and Ish Smith chipped in 10 points with 3 rebounds and 5 assists. The next game we're going to talk about, my New York Knicks going to Orlando to take on the Magic. Tim Hardaway Jr., how did I miss that play tonight? In 37 minutes, leading the team, has 26 points, 11 boards, 1 assist, 1 steal, while shooting 52% from the field. He only hit 1 of 5 3-point shots. Could have been a better shooting game for him. Mike Beasley, 4 points, 4 boards, 3 assists, 1 block. He did get the start in place of Kristaps Porzingis. Nothing much from anyone else, man. We saw Frank Nitti off of the bench. He had 6 points, but he had 4 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Pretty solid game from him off of the bench. The Orlando Magic, Evan Fournier was, if you watched yesterday's pod, Evan Fournier, I was gushing. Like, he ended up being, like, my favorite play on the slate. Like, hands down. I just loved the spot for Fournier. And that's what put me on that Orlando Magic stack. And Fournier, in 33 minutes, he had 23 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 steals, 1 block while shooting 56% from the field. Aaron Gordon, 21 and 4 to go with 1 assist and 1 block. Vucevic, 24 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 steals, and 1 block shot while shooting 56% from the field. And Elfrid Payton, we talked about him earlier, 11 and 6 rebounds to go with 11 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks while shooting 55% from the field. Pretty solid game there. Jonathan Simmons off of the bench, 16 and 2 to go with 2 assists and 1 steal. Pretty solid game there. The next game we're going to talk about is the Los Angeles Lakers primetime television going to Boston to take on the Celtics. Brandon Ingram, man, in 36 minutes leading the team. Well, excuse me. In 36 minutes leading the, in 38 minutes, Lonzo Ball led the team. But Ingram had 18.7 boards, 1 assist, 2 steals while shooting 63% from the field. Kyle Kuzma kind of disappointed here. Only 10 points and 6 rebounds to go with an assist in his 34 minutes. He did shoot 4 for 10 from the field, but just didn't take a ton of shots. Brook Lopez, 10 and 4 to go with an assist and 2 blocks only in 17 minutes. KCP was out there forever, bro, 35 minutes, but he only had 12 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. And Lonzo, man, 38 minutes, he had 9 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, and 4 blocks. Pretty solid defensive game for the homie Lonzo Ball. Jordan Clarkson, man, he led the team. He split for leading the team in scoring. Very nice game from him off of the bench. 18 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, while shooting 53% from the field. And Julius Randle was actually the play from this game. Off of the bench, he played 21 minutes, had a big double-double, 16 and 12 to go with 2 assists and 1 steal. Pretty solid game there. On the other side, the Boston Celtics, look out for Jason Tatum, man. And only played 9 minutes. He did leave the game with an injury. Had 5 points, 9 boards, 9 assists. 5 points, 1 board, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 block while shooting 50% from the field. Marcus Morris in 24 minutes, 18 and 1 rebound to go with 2 assists and 1 steal. Pretty solid game we saw from Aaron Baines, man. He got it in. 21 points, 8 boards, 3 assists while shooting 66% from the field. Jaylen Brown, 9 and 11 boards to go with 2 assists and 1 steal. And, of course, Kyrie Irving chipped in 19 points to go with 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. Also had a block shot. Next game we got is going to be the Miami Heat. Going to Phoenix to take on the Suns, man. And you look at this, man. Josh Richardson played 28 minutes, had 4 points. Dude, you're a fucking snowflake. You killed me. Hassan Whiteside, 23 and 10 with 1 assist, 1 steal, and 4 big-time blocks. I like that while shooting 72% from the field. Dion Waiters, man, congrats on the baby. Had 26 minutes, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Decent, but not a great game there. Goran Dragic, the Heat check player tonight. In 38 minutes, leading the team. Had 29 points, 9 boards, 4 assists, while shooting 47% from the field, 9 for 19. Pretty solid game there. Over the bench, James Johnson, man, 15 and 7 to go with 5 assists, 2 steals, while shooting 71% from the field. And Kelly Olynyk fucking around and almost got a double-double off of the bench. 10 points, 9 boards, 2 assists, while shooting 80% from the field. From the Phoenix Suns, TJ Warren continues to labor and toil. 31 minutes, 16 points, 6 boards, 1 assist, 1 block shot. Marcus Chris, 9 and 9 to go with an assist, a steal, and a block. Devin Booker dropped 30 on him. He only had 3 boards, but he did have 6 assists and 1 steal while shooting 39% from the field. Come on, baby, do better. Jared Dudley off of the bench in 23 minutes at 13 and 5 to go with 4 assists and 1 steal. And that's the guy we should have played in place of Alex Len. Mike James, 18 and 4 to go with 3 assists while shooting 54% from the field. The last game on the slate is going to be the Minnesota Timberwolves going to Golden State to the Oracle to get their asses whipped. Wiggins in 32 minutes had 17 and 6 boards to go with 3 assists, 4 steals. Nice game from him. We saw a good one, of course, from Taj Gibson, 14 and 7 while shooting 50% from the field. And Karl Anthony Towns, 16 and 12 with 1 assist and 1 steal while shooting 45% from the field. Jeff Teague, not a lot to talk about there. Only 14 points, 1 rebound, and 5 assists to go with 2 steals. And Jimmy Butler continues to struggle. In 31 minutes, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. And this team just does not look good. It just doesn't. It just doesn't look good. They don't mesh well. They don't. And I think the biggest problem with the Minnesota Timberwolves offense is that Wiggins and Butler are the same fucking guy. Like they are the same fucking player. Neither of them can shoot the ball deep enough to stay away from each other while they're on the court. You see what I'm saying? Like they're both playing middling to close to the basket. It looks stupid together. It looks dumb together. Neither of these guys can shoot well enough. Neither of them can shoot well enough to be on the court and not be running and bumping into each other and get each other's way. It's horrible. It's just crazy. I don't like it. I don't like it. On the Golden State Warriors side, we did see Andre Iguodala get the start in place of uh, of Kevin Durant, but that was just a salary savings. I mean, that was just a space saving spot. 11 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block. Blah, not a great game. Draymond 7 and 6 to go with 6 assists, 2 blocks while shooting 50% from the field. They just didn't need him, man. They blew him out in the spot, you know. Steph Curry had a good shooting game, 22 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Also had 2 steals and a block while shooting 43% from the field. Klay Thompson heated up 28 minutes. He led the team in scoring, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Pretty solid game there. And Omari Caspi over the bench, 13 and 3 with 1 assist, 2 steals, and 3 block shots. Pretty solid game from him. Now, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow or today's state of games, man. We've got 5 games on deck, so we're gonna talk about some the Lakers and the Wizards. That's gonna be a nice one. We got New Orleans with the Raptors. We got Cleveland and Houston. That's gonna be a big one. And you know what you can do with Cleveland against shooting guards, man. I can already tell you, I am locking in James Harden. I can. I mean, that's just if I don't have a lineup. If I have 10 lineups, James Harden's gonna be in 9 of them. That's how much I like him. I'm just done talking. Let's get into it. All right, first game on the slate: the Los Angeles Lakers and the Washington Wizards. What we want to do here is generate our initial player pool. We're gonna lock in some guys that we like, and then when we reconvene here at 5:30 later on today, we can jump in and we can really chop it up and build our lineups the way we do every day. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's run right through it. So we've got the Lakers off a back-to-back, man. The last time this game happened was not what we expected. We thought that John Wall would just tear the fuck through the Lakers, and it would be a great scoring day for the Washington Wizards, and it kind of wasn't. And you got to think with Markieff Morris back, how that's going to affect the offense. I think that John Wall is definitely playable here for me. Bradley Beal here at 36.2% usage is also in play for me. Um, Otto Porter at 6.7. If I'm of the mind that this 220.5 point total is real and legit, and this 10-point spread is legit, then I would go with one of the cheaper options in this spot. And I think that because I was on Gortat last time and he shat the bed, I think that people are not going to want to play him. But I actually do like him again. Gortat's going to be a guy that I'm definitely going to be on. This game is going to blow out more than likely. And I definitely get that. I mean, it makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. But I think Gortat is I think I was a game early on Gortat, and I think he has a really solid one here against the LA Lakers. So you got Brook Lopez, who plays no defense and sometimes can draw bigs away from the basket. Keep that in mind. But what that does is I think that creates long rebounds. And I don't have a problem with Martin Gortat and Otto Porter, having the length and the quickness to go and get those long rebounds whenever you see Brook Lopez miss from deep. So I'm not into him. Kyle Kuzma does interest me, even though, that perimeter defense, guys like Beal and Porter do, and even Oubre off of the bench, do add length and provide that on the perimeter to kind of stop guys there. But I think they have to score somewhere. So give me some Kyle Kuzma here. Brandon Ingram does interest me at 5.9. I like the price on him there. Even KCP at 4.5, it looks pretty usable in this spot. It kind of does. Kelly Oubre Jr. at 4.6 is a guy that I am going to have. I'm going to have some consideration there. Wall, I'm not playing until he gets well. And see, and that's what I thought last time too. I kind of went with that last time, and this is what he did. He scored 51 points at 9.5K. So it wasn't like a huge return, but it was solid. It was right there where you needed it to be. It was right there where you needed it to be. So next game we got is going to be the New Orleans Pelicans and the Toronto Raptors. Yo, I'm just telling you, bro, you can play these cats, man. Boogie and Anthony Davis. And usually what I do is whoever I like the most, I play on DraftKings, and I play the other one more on FanDuel. It's so hard to get both of them in a lineup. Where today, though, they're both 11.2 for Boogie and then 11K for Anthony Davis, so it might be doable depending on what kind of value may open up throughout the day. But I kind of do like those guys, and I think that You could also take a look at Jameer Nelson at 3.9. Remember, this is a 5-game slate. We're going to have to find value somewhere. And a lot of times it's going to come off of the bench. So Drew Holiday at 6.3, don't really love him. Kyle Lowry. Lowry is usable. I like DeMar DeRozan a little bit more in this spot. The usage, as you can see, has been higher on him. We got Serge Ibaka. Is a guy that's very sneaky at 4.7. People are not going to want to play Serge, but I kind of like him. And you're still getting Jonas Valanciunas for the cheap. You're still getting Valanciunas for the cheap. And I kind of like that. Also, another guy that I want you to consider is going to be C.J. Miles off of the bench at 3.4, seeing a 17% usage off of the bench. I kind of like that. I don't love Holiday here. I really don't. I don't love Holiday in this spot. So next game we got is going to be the Cleveland Cavaliers and Houston Rockets. You can look forward to LeBron James, and James Harden being the 2 highest owned guys with the slate. Makes perfect sense. If I had to choose between the 2 of these guys, who I'm going to have the most exposure to, yes, give me James Harden. I love James Harden today. I'm going to have a fair amount of exposure there, as I am to Clint Capella as well. We know they are susceptible to being taken advantage of at the center spot, talking about Houston, but I still like Clint Capella. Whenever I like James Harden like that, I got to take a look at Clint Capella. And Eric Gordon also is a guy that I do want to take a look at. We know that shooting guards can straight abuse the Cleveland Cavs, man. So you might want to take a look at Eric Gordon here for real. I kind of like him. I do. PJ Tucker off of the bench, 3.7, maybe. Give me some Ryan Anderson too at 4.4. I kind of like him in that spot. On the other side, Love, maybe. LeBron's, yes, definitely. Maybe some Kyle Korver and some D Wade off of the bench, guys I might be able to get used to. Maybe Derrick Rose here at 4.5. Looks like somebody who I can use here. It's a 228-point total with a 5-point differential. And remember, bro, your teams have been tough on Cleveland, bro, and they've been getting spanked. Next game we got the Philadelphia 76ers and the Sacramento Kings. Joel Embiid at 8K. Yeah, duh. Ben Simmons at 9K. Yeah, duh. Dario Saric at 4.6. Fuck yeah, give me that. I can play JJ Redick. I think TJ McConnell is in play this game. Could jump away from him and get away from him real quick. Cabarrot at 3.3 is kind of interesting to me. On the other side, Cauley Stein, not a guy that I'm really looking at. Maybe some Zebo at 5.2. The wily veteran, man, goes out and knows how to get to the basket and finish at the rim. He had 33 last time against Steven Adams, from Oklahoma City. So I think he's in line to play solid minutes and to do well in this spot. I wouldn't have an issue there. Maybe some Bogdanovic at 4K. Might want to look at George Hill if he's starting, or De'Aaron Fox. Buddy Hield is also interesting to me as well. There's De'Aaron Fox there. But Buddy Hield is also interesting to me. I like Buddy Hield. All right, next game we got Oklahoma City Thunder and the Denver Nuggets. Everyone will flock to Nikola Jokic. I get it. It makes perfect sense. I'm going to have some exposure there too. I don't think that Steven Adams is quick enough to stay with them, so I'm going to have some exposure. However, I do like Steven Adams too at 5.8. Westbrook is a no for me. Paul George 7.1 is playable, as is Carmelo Anthony. The pace in this game should be up for 2 reasons. Denver is picking up the pace, and Russell just pushes the pace of the game. So I kind of like this one. Gary Harris is a guy that I've just been using, and nobody ever plays Gary Harris, and he's so good. Nobody ever plays Gary Harris. He is so good. Let's take a look. 33, 16, 19, 22, 34, 26, 31. So he has been semi-erratic, but he only had 9 points last year. Only saw him once. Oh, okay. But I've got a feeling about Gary Harris, man. I kind of like him in this spot. I kind of like Gary Harris in this spot. Wilson Chandler is a no for me. Will Barton, hell yeah, off of the bench. Give me some Will Barton. I even think that Emmanuel Mudiay is guys gonna be in play for me. So this is a pretty nice 5-game slate, bro. There's a ton of star power here, and I like it. I like this one. This is a ton of star power here, and I want to take a look just to see what we got. Okay, I like this, man. This is a really solid slate. Denver's fifth worst versus point guard. Why no Westbrook? Because I mean he's not going to score 60 points. He can't score 60 points with. I mean unless one of those other guys get hurt or in foul trouble. Like I don't. He doesn't score. You know what I mean? He doesn't. He's not scoring the points. Let's take a look at Westbrook. I mean the floor is there. He's a consistent like 45 to 50 points in my opinion. You know. Okay, 60 against the Knicks, game one, 36, 57, 72 against Indiana. And the games we scored the most at, that's when the guy gets injured. Like this one, Paul George is out. He scored 72, I think, against Indiana, right? Then the 55, I think, against Portland, he had 50. Well, no Carmelo for the second half. You know what I mean? So he's just not the other people are getting rebounds. Other people are getting uh, other people are getting the ball. You know what I mean? Other people are getting rebounds. Other people are getting assists. Like it's not all on him. You know what I mean? He's a little too expensive for me. So that's the player pool, man. That's who we got. I kind of like this one. I feel really good about today's slate. If you want to get in with us, man, and chop up the slate with us, it's very simple. You can go to the website. It's www.dfssweatshop.com. Once you get there, check out the video. I'll let you know exactly what it's all about. You're going to come in. You're going to select one of these options, man. Either you want to pay for a year-long subscription to ride with us for a whole year, all sports included, or you want to go month to month. It's all good. It's a really solid thing, man. Love this shit, man. Love it. So, big thanks to everybody that's been participating so far. Let's go out and continue to have a really solid NBA week. We've got some NFL stuff about to chop up going off there. We do have NFL breakdown going on in the VIP. That's going to be later on today. That's going to be dope. So make sure that if you are a VIP member, make sure you are there. We're going to rock in at 5:30. Do you have to have PayPal? Yeah, PayPal is good. Or you can, Cash App also works. You can Cash App me, or just message me, man. Email me, and we can talk about it. The email is dfssweatshop@gmail.com. So, much love to you all, man. Thank y'all. You have a wonderful and profitable Thursday. Remember, the number one thing we do in the sweatshop, man, we keep it real, we keep it honest, and we always keep it 300. Peace.